Yeah, what an exchange traded fund is a vehicle that owns bullion and then issues shares against that bullion, and those shares trade on an exchange. And so you can buy gold on the New York Stock Exchange the same way you can buy shares of IBM. And they are very efficient. They're cost effective. They trade real time. The spreads are very narrow. I mean, the difference between the bid and the ask, it's like a penny. So, and it's live, and so it's good. I mean, you can't trade after hours usually, but you can trade during New York Stock Exchange hours. And for a lot of people, it makes a lot of sense. The only risk that you have on these ETFs, of course, is that there's fraud going on, that maybe they don't have all the gold that they claim to have. They all have auditors and accountants that go and audit, and they go into the vault and they make sure all the bars are there that they claim they have. But there's always the risk of fraud. I don't know how to quantify that risk. So I would not want to have all my gold in one ETF. I mean, just in case. And the fact is, if some of these ETFs really don't have all the gold they claim, that's very bullish for gold when that news breaks. It's not bullish for the people who own the ETF, but what it really means is there's not as much gold as people think. But for a lot of people, it's easy to do. The other problem I have, of course, is if United States gold is confiscated, if that ETF is here, they're probably going to take it. But there are ETFs in other countries. You can buy gold ETFs traded on the Australian Stock Exchange. So you can buy ETFs outside the United States if you want to guard against that. Although my gut is, though, if you own them in the U.S., they might find a way of confiscating your U.S. brokerage account. Although technically, you might say, well, this isn't gold, it's a security, just because the security consists of gold. I mean, there are also closed-end funds, like Central Fund of Canada that owns gold and silver, and it's a closed-end fund. So it actually, sometimes you can actually buy the shares for a discount to the value of the gold and silver. Most of the time, it's trading at a premium to the value of the gold and silver. The good thing about the ETFs is that they never trade at a discount or a premium. The price is always exactly reflects the price of gold or the price of silver.
Number 2.
Hi, thank you, Peter. Since you're running for United States Senate,